What's going on with y'all boys, man? So today we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try to do a little. It's not nighttime no more. It's like 6:30 in the morning as I'm filming the video. But we finna do a POV drive in the 750 and actually do it this time. Cause y'all know last time I ain't posted a video, but I posted the short. It threw a code while I was trying to get it off. But we gonna get it today. I'm not gonna lie. For this POV, we're gonna put it on the sunroof. I don't know if everybody know about the sunroof, but that POV drive from the sunroof angle, it'd be nice. I watched a couple of videos like that. Hopefully this one turns out good. Hey, you can keep selling. We got to let it warm up. Gotta crack the windows. If y'all think I should do an actual nighttime POV, let me know after this one. We gotta see how this one goes, see how y'all mess with it. But I feel like a nighttime POV will be fire. Also, I'm debating on taking the car to his first car meet soon. Like we do out here where I am, we do Taco Tuesdays. You know, I live in Texas, you know. Taco Tuesdays be hitting. But I'm gonna pick this camera back up when the car is up to temperature. Not likely. So I gotta get used to these BMW things, but my tire's low and it does not have a leak. It's just genuinely low. But I can't go in sports mode, so I'm gonna have to put air in the tire and then continue it. That's not a problem though. So don't mind this tire light too much. Cause like I said, it's probably at 33 PSI, maybe. Not even. But I'm not gonna lie. The N63 TU, well, all N63 cars, with just the muffler delete, they're not loud. The twin turbos muffle this car a lot. Oh my God. Let's pull over at this gas station to put air in the tire so we can actually use force mode. Okay, we should be good now. But if not, then we not tripping. Hold on. I don't know what the wind noise is. Let me close the sunroof. Alright, hopefully that's not bad either. But if y'all do want a different POV angle, I could always do another video. Either after work during the daytime like now, or at night. Honestly, owning this N63 TU and this 2014 750, it makes me want to get a newer one. Like maybe 2018. It just starting to fall in love with them. Potholes. Houston morning traffic is always the worst. If y'all don't live in Houston, Texas, I don't advise it. It's for the people that want to come to Houston, please don't. I'm sorry if that sounds crazy, but we have enough people. Other BMW drivers out there, do y'all use y'all turn signals? Or is that actually real? Because coming from the Volkswagen, I actually use my turn signals. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is not gonna be a great POV. There's just too much traffic. You know, me myself, I don't cut up through traffic. You know, I just, if that does happen, I just let my stunt driver do it. That's not for me. I'm a very chill, relaxed type of driver. I don't don't condone in those actions. And I know there's people thinking that this is the 7 Series. It's a comfortable luxury big sedan. And honestly, it's just an oversized 550. You put M5 turbos, it's an oversized M5. That's how I look at it, honestly. And that's somewhat towards the goal where I'm leaning with this car. Is upgraded turbos. But I haven't decided. I don't know if I just want to leave it as the big comfortable sedan and get a second one and turn that one into the street monster, or if I should just do this one and have the best of both worlds. Keep it on the exterior, keep the cosmetics mods simple, get the car wrapped, because there's fading paint, well, not fading paint, there's chipping, rock chips on the car, but get the car wrapped. Dude, I would do wheels, but OEM style wheels, OEM BMW wheels, probably from one of the M cars. And honestly, that's it. It will still give her the sleeper 7 Series look. Just do power mods, downpipe intakes, full exhaust, E40, and upgraded turbos. The goal is to make around 700 wheel plus. That would be a sleeper beast. And some people might not agree that it's going to be a sleeper, but there's a lot of people out here that don't know, that doesn't expect the 7 Series to move like this, like it does, unless you have experienced one. That's not my pick, is it? We just keep running into more traffic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to do a nighttime POV where there's less traffic. Cause this morning traffic on drive home doesn't show what the car is actually capable of without the risk of actually getting a speeding ticket or playing bumper cars. But let's get into why I chose this 750 over just getting same year 550i. To start off, it was easier to find an X-Drive 750 for under 10K than finding an X-Drive 550 for the same price that's in the same condition. Because I found some, but they were clappers. Interior was ripped up. It had problems. It just wasn't worth the while of getting. Or people wanted 14K, 13.5. That's double the price of what I got this for. With the same amount of mileage. Now, performance-wise, I think this car weighs 4,700. That's a rough estimate. It's 4,700 some change. And the 550i's weigh 44. But that's what, like 300 something pound difference. Honestly though, for me, it's worth the trade-off of it. Cause I'm not trying to have, this is not meant to be the fastest car on the road. But I'm gonna be somewhat fast and riding way more comfortable with way more luxury than the 550s. Also, it's the years. If you're gonna get a N63 car, make sure it's N63 TU and up. That's the FO2s, which is, I believe, for the 7 Series, is 2014. And I think for the 550i's, it's 2014 and up, but I know for sure 2015 2015 for sure definitely has NC3 TU. The N63 non-TU engines, which was the 2013 and under, way more engine failure probability than the N63 TU. That also played a factor into my getting the car. Most of the 550i's X drives that I was finding were all 2013s, and I didn't want to deal with that older N63. I wanted the one after the revision, where they beefed it up a little, made it a little bit more reliable, and that's where this came in play. The 750 just felt all the criteria. Now, if you don't mind, or if you're mechanically inclined, there's nothing wrong with getting the pre-updated N63s. Just be ready to work on your car, or take care of it. If you bought it brand new, low mileage, and it's been taken care of, you're also good. But if you plan on buying one with a decently high mileage, near 100K, you don't know what the maintenance history was like, just be prepared to do some repair. Oh my God. Yeah, that's why I don't like Houston drivers. But he was trying to get over at the last minute. I ain't gonna lie though, with just the muffler delete, the car actually sounds pretty decent. I don't have too much bad things to say. Every little problem that pops up, I seem to fix real easy. I haven't had to spend any major money on this car. Every repair has been under $200. Now the next up and coming thing that I want to do to this car is it's cosmetic. No, that could wait. I want to get all the preventative maintenance out the way first. So injectors is the next move. After that, we boost car to the moon on stock turbos. Once we find the limit of stock turbos, which probably be around like 600 wheel, maybe. Maybe around 600 wheel. Then we get upgraded turbos and boost it to the moon again. But after that, if I reach 700 wheel and here, I'll be done. 700 and this boat will please me. I don't plan on making this the race car. I'll have a second car for that. This is just gonna be the daily. But who says you have to have a slow daily? For those who has watched the short that I posted, I think it was sometime last week, y'all know that we're doing good. No drivetrain malfunctions. Honestly, I think that was from the engine was telling me to be cautious because it was low. It was showing low on coolant and to add a quarter oil before I started the POV drive, which I've done since then. And I guess that's a good thing because we didn't hurt the engine in any way. It just let us know not to do dumb stuff while you have these messages up, which I love and hate. I hate because I was ready to do dumb stuff, but I guess it wasn't ready. But now we can, somewhat. But when I do this nighttime POV, I'm gonna go crazy. We can't go too crazy on these residential streets. But I do want to give y'all a lunch. I only launched this car once since I had it. Then I don't know how the people that's gonna watch, I don't know how y'all feel about burbles, but I'm a burble guy. Not too much I want to maybe like a 0.7, not even a full second. But the Volkswagen had gunshots in GTA. But just know, the Volkswagen sounded like cannons. And I can't wait to do it to this. Y'all might not love it, but I love it. And it would only be on in sports mode, so you can't turn it off. Having burbles on 24/7 would get annoying. And the Volkswagen, sometimes, I don't know, it's because it was on E. It would have burbles in normal, even though it was tuned to have burbles in just in sports mode. Even in map 1, comfort, eco, it would have burbles. Which, it got annoying to a point. But when we get this custom tune, we're only gonna have burbles in Sports Plus. So I could choose to have just regular Sports mode with no burbles, or Sports Plus, which would have everything, all the burbles. Some people aren't burble guys though. They just like to hear it exhaust. I grew up playing Need for Speed, so I like the extra. But ain't nothing wrong with everybody having a little bit of different flavor. I want to do a video on how this stacks up against the F90 M5. One of the guys I know just got an M5, F90 M5. I know it will probably blow this out of the water, but they're both stock at the moment. So I just want to see how it would play out. I know a better comparison would be the F10 versus the F90. F10 M5 versus the F90 M5, but why not F02 750i? I feel like it couldn't be too bad. Also, going from inline four, turbo inline four to the twin turbo V8, I ain't gonna lie, it sounds amazing. But I will never go back into American muscle. I'm sorry. I will forever own a European car. After owning my Volkswagen as my first European car, you cannot convince me to go back to American cars. Oh, bro, the potholes, I'm frightened. I don't want to crack a rim. School. For the people that watch the video, how long y'all been out of school? Y'all comment below. I think I've been out of high school for about 6 years now. I think going on 6 years, something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty young, but ain't nothing wrong with that. None at all. I've learned in the car world, most of the people you're gonna be cool with might be older than you. Like 80% of the people I'm in group chats with are 30 plus, which is fine because we all love cars. I'm honestly choosing the N63 over the W204. I think that's the W204. I think that's in these 63s. Same year, C63 is no comparison to this car. 2014 C63 compared to the 2014 750i M Sport. I got this over there any day of the week. I'm not a Merc guy. Only Merc you probably could catch me in is maybe the M55. When the Mercs with the M55 engine, the supercharged V8, the 5.4 V8. That's probably what I would settle for if the opportunity was there to get a Merc. But if you ask me if I'm going to get an S63, why would I get an S63 when I can get a 750? It wouldn't make sense. Slow pack. I might cruise every once in a while, but that V8 just hit that as the N63 just be speaking to me. That foot get a little heavy. Once that foot get a little heavy, it just is a GG. It's game over. The gas just be gone. It's one thing I hate about this car. It takes $85 to fill up because it has to be 93. If it's not 93, the car will not run. It will sput. Full throttle, your car's gonna feel like it's gonna blow up. You have to pump 93 of these N63 to use. 89, not working. 87, you might as well burn the car yourself. That's just a heads up. You need to put 93, nothing else. Unless you get tuned and run E40, which I plan on doing. Cause I'm a speedy guy. I like the speed. Not speed. We don't use that word. I like to drive freely. That sounds better. Eventually we want to get these videos monetized. Honestly, with all the traffic, we're still moving along pretty good. I just can't open her up like I want to. Good cam and have on chop like a LS. I'm gonna have to look into that. They probably do have cams for these cars. You never know. With that, that's the end of the little POV that we have for you today. We'll be back with another POV, a nighttime POV, to where y'all will really get to hear this thing open up and scream. But that went too shabby for our first POV in the 750. Not too bad. But y'all like, subscribe. I'm trying to get the channel to 100 subscribers. Slow motion is better than no motion. Remember that. With that, I see y'all boys.